Hello there. Hello there. Flying is for droids.
Intergalactic proton-powered electrical tentacled advertising droids. Hi, I'm Darth Harrington of Darth Harrington's Intergalactic proton-powered electrical tentacled advertising droids Emporium and Moonbase. Due to a garbled subspace transmission, I am currently overstocked on all intergalactic proton-powered electrical tentacled advertising droids, and I am passing the savings on to you!
Incoming transponder code received. Classification: fire spray. Designation: Darth Asylum. Captain: unknown. Port: unknown. Weapons profile: unknown. Designation: Darth Asylum. Incoming transponder code received. Classification: fire spray. Designation: Darth Asylum. Captain: unknown. Port: unknown. Weapons profile: unknown. Designation: Darth Asylum.
This is the way.
This is the way.
This is the way. Hello there.
The time has come. Execute Order 66.
Well, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, you awesomely beautiful people of the galaxy, and welcome again to another episode of the Darth Asylum podcast. I'm your host of Darth Asylum, broadcasting live from hyperspace, and yes, we are back. It is Wednesday night. This is episode 3 of the Darth Asylum podcast, and yes, we are back with Revenge of the Sith, Star Wars Episode 3. But yes. I hope everybody's excited again for the 3rd episode of the podcast. But again, first and foremost, I hope you guys are having a great and safe week in your parts of the galaxy. We are officially into Wednesday going on Thursday. So not only do we get to sit here and watch Star Wars stuff, but we get to celebrate the fact that we made it through halfway through the week too. So there's always that also. But yes, we are back, and it is time for episode 3 of the podcast, and also Revenge of the Sith, Star Wars episode 3. Your favorite Star Wars movie. Perfect. But yes, again, stream days are Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Wednesday night, usually trying to start around 12 midnight. I actually didn't do too bad tonight. Almost 1, but that's okay. It is still before 1, so I call that a win. Wednesday night is the podcast. This is episode 3 of the podcast, watching episode 3. So yes, after tonight, next week's podcast will be episode 4, A New Hope. So we are almost halfway through the saga, if you can believe it or not. But yeah, Thursday night is a Let's Play. Currently, we are playing some Star Wars. Now I got Star Wars on the brain. We want to get to Revenge of the Sith. Thursday night is the Let's Play. That is South Park Snow Day. Friday nights is Friday Night Battlefield 6. Saturdays is Star Wars Battlefront 2. And Sundays is Dead by Daylight. So again, anybody new to the stream that is tuning in, please don't forget that I am also doing a 1,000 Twitch follower giveaway, making that push. I'm officially at 801 follows, so getting there. Actually really getting close to that goal. But yes, if the Force allows it, and I'm able to get that 1,000 follower goal on Twitch, then I will be giving away 3 different games. It will be a copy of Dead by Daylight, a copy of Star Wars Battlefront 2, the Celebration Edition, and also a copy of Battlefield 6, the Phantom Edition. So, and again, side note, side quest, that is between now and June, if I can hit that 1K follower mark on Twitch, then I will give away a copy of Arc Raiders as well. But when it's Fallout, it'll definitely be a minute. That is for sure, I think. But yeah. Let's see. So let us take a second to recognize the legends that are among us. Let's see. We have Gravewalker 1578. If you guys have not already thrown Grave a follow, please do. He is the latest Mandalorian on Twitch that is joining us in the realm of streaming and representing the Mandoverse. We have Beskar Ben, aka Tombstone, with us. What is up, man? Rosie is back. I'm ready to see Daddy Hayden. Very, very nice. Also on the YouTube side, we have Tara Strong, Batman Arkham City 2, Mark Hamill's Baby Luke and Indy. I know, right? For Mandalore. And then we have Hunter as well. Thank you, Hunter, for those subs. Appreciate it, my dude. Let's see. Mame is back. What is going on? Shadow Lex, thank you for the dance as always, the rave in the beginning. I am pumped. He has returned. I know. Still tired, but you know what? We made it anyway because we actually really are having a lot of fun doing this podcast, actually. Now let's see who got some subs tonight. Even Tomb, holy crap, you gifted some subs too, man. Holy crap, thank you, man. I didn't even realize that. All right, so let's see who got a sub. Egg rolled so good. Grogu in tow. Space Cowboy Risto. Gator Girl 1975. Yuki Sherry. And then Hunter also gifted some subs to Shadow Lex. That is freaking awesome. Congrats, Shadow. I'm glad you got one. Baby Girl, Cowfi, Lady Darth Asylum, and Heroin got one. Very, very cool. Thank you very much. The missus says thank you as well. I think that is everybody. I think that is everybody. The helmet should be here soon. I know. Even if it's just sitting on a shelf, just there, it's gonna be so freaking cool to have. Streaming stuff has been falling into place. Very, very cool. Of course, it's definitely been with me lately. Nice. There's a lady that's not. There is. She's been my moderator ever since I started streaming. Yes. Rosie's on a 5-stream streak. She's making sure everybody's staying in line. Nice. That is definitely the way.
This is the way.
This is the way.
This is the way.
It all starts with the helmet. Absolutely. That would be cool if there was a planet named Beskar. Actually. Oh, you will be able to set up alerts. Yeah, I know, Grave. You've been talking about or I remember you said something about, I think, in Discord that, yeah, the laptop. There it is. Yeah. Sweet. Very cool. Yeah, I'm guessing that, I mean, Chromebook is probably just, yeah, it's just more of like a school laptop kind of thing, where it's like, obviously it's probably not meant for that kind of thing, so it's more school oriented, but that's okay. Very cool. Bulky, yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. That absolutely makes sense. So, okay, let's see. It's 12:56 in the AM. So, I think we pretty much did everything other than. Swag's throwing me that Huddies. Let's see. The storyboard scroll's iconic. Yes, it absolutely is. That's very cool, though. I know. I think we all are. From Dune? Yeah, see, It really actually sounded Hadith, to be honest, because the Achuta made me think it was Hadith. Pretty well. Nice. Like it for real did. I was like, oh, okay, cool. No worries. But all right, let us jump into the, let's see, Revenge of the Sith. Let us look at Wikipedia for our overview quickly of the movie, and then we're going to get started. Yeah, 2 hours, 21 minutes. Yep. Oh, what? I'm putting that the wrong way. Click that. All right, here is the overview. Star Wars Episode 3, Revenge of the Sith. So Star Wars, let's see, we got to read our quote also. Once more, the Sith will rule the galaxy and we shall have peace. Darth Sidious. Star Wars Episode 3, Revenge of the Sith is a 2005 film written and directed by George Lucas. It is the third and final part of the Star Wars prequel trilogy. 3 years after the first Battle of Geonosis and onset of the Clone Wars, the noble Jedi Knights of the Jedi Order have been leading a massive clone army into a galaxy-wide battle against the Confederacy of Independent Systems. The Supreme Chancellor of the Galactic Republic reveals his true nature as a Sith Lord as he unveils a plot to rule the galaxy by transforming the Republic into a galactic empire. The Jedi war hero Anakin Skywalker is seduced by the dark side of the Force to become Darth Sidious's new apprentice, Darth Vader. The Jedi are all but eliminated, with Obi-Wan Kenobi and Jedi Master Yoda surviving the event and being forced to go into hiding. The only hope for the galaxy is Anakin's own offspring, the twin children born in secrecy who will grow up to become Luke Skywalker and Leia Organa. Revenge of the Sith was released in theaters on Thursday, May 19th, 2005, the same day that the first episode of the prequel trilogy, The Phantom Menace, was released in 1999 and premiered out of competition on the 2005 Cannes Festival, May 15th. The film was generally positively received by critics, especially in comparison to the two previous sequels. It broke several box office records in its opening week and went on to earn over US $800 million worldwide, making it the second highest grossing movie of 2005 behind Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire. It is the second Star Wars film which used a high-definition digital 24-frame system for most of the movie's live-action sequences. The film was re-released in the Blu-ray format in September of 2011. On November 12, 2019, the film was included with the launch of Disney Plus. On April 25th, 2025, it was re-released in theaters for its 20th anniversary for 1 week only. The re-release was also presented in 4DX for the first time. And I was not able to see it then, but that is okay. Yeah. All right, so that is our Wikipedia entry. So I'm going to get ready to queue it up. I will put, as soon as, let's see. Actually, we do have a thingy. Seeing it in 4DX was a mistake, I can tell you that. Did it ruin it, Fire? Out of curiosity? I never got to see it in the re-release in the theater, so I don't know. Yeah, that could do stuff. All right, guys, I'm gonna get ready to queue it up. So Darth Sidious is going to set us up, and then I will tell you when I'm going to hit the play button. So get ready. Here we go.
The time has come. Execute Order 66.
All right. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, play. All right, we're live. Grab your drinks and snacks. Great, better hurry up from the bathroom. Long time ago. Yep. Yep. We're on the scroll. Episode 3. Revenge of the Sith. War! The Republic is crumbling under attacks by the ruthless Sith Lord Count Dooku. Heroes on both sides. Evil is everywhere. Stunning move. The fiendish droid leader, General Grievous, is swept into the public capital and kidnapped Chancellor Palpatine of the Galactic Sith. As the separatist droid army flee the besieged capital with their valuable hostage, 2 Jedi Knights lead a desperate mission to rescue the captive Chancellor. I know. That intro is just crazy. So Rosie, sorry, I don't even hear the music. I'm sorry. Yeah. Basically, what we're doing is our own personal watch party. So where you're available to watch it, we can't stream it. We can't stream it live, unfortunately. Yeah, so if you can like stream it somewhere like on a TV or a tablet or a phone, we're all basically watching it together. Yeah, because the rules for YouTube and Twitch don't allow you to actually stream stuff. Like we can stream like the trailers and things. So basically, the podcast is going to be yeah. If you're available to, I mean, please definitely join in. If not, you can hear us all talking about it because I'm sure we're definitely going to have a lot to say about it. So sit back, enjoy, and let's all hang out, have some snacks, and enjoy the movie. Yeah. See, what's funny is because the ships that they're flying are literally like TIE fighters and A-wings mixed together, which is crazy. R2. Nice. Vulture droids. He said it. He said the thing.
This is where the fun begins.
They are doing their job. It was funny when I was setting this up yesterday, just to make sure things were working fine. I watched this entire like first like 20 minutes of this movie. Like I seriously did. Like as soon as I played it, And then the war, like the starfighter battle starts out. Like I just sat here and watched it for like 30 minutes before I shut it off. I was like, okay, we'll watch it tomorrow. Well, even on the ships though, look at the cockpits because the glass is literally an Empire symbol too. It's like these little tiny details. Yeah. They probably did because contractors were contractors. They didn't side with anybody in the war. They just basically produced the stuff. I agree. Bad idea. Get them, R2. That's awesome. They're so proud of them. Sorry, master. A lot of companies actually were. It's like there was that scene in I was just about to say when he shows them like when they steal that ship and was like, okay, let's see what business he was in, and they were basically like weapons dealers, and you know, it's like they don't care what war there is. Yeah. Yep, exactly. They just produce. It's just manufacturing. They just build the stuff and just sell it to whoever wants it. Yeah, that's like one thing that's kind of crazy that they don't really talk about too much, but I'm glad they did bring that up is that ultimately, I mean, think about it. Like even Palpatine had to come up with some kind of money to be able to pay for all this stuff, even the Death Star. It's like they couldn't just build everything, even though it seems like they could. There's a lot to Grievous, yeah, that they have not added yet. I mean, they potentially could show, yeah. What's that? Let's look. Always on the move. According to the HoloNet, Star Wars Episode 3 Revenge of the Sith had an estimated production budget of $113 million. Despite high-end CGI and extensive action sequences, this cost was relatively low for its time, often cited as being much cheaper than competitors like King Kong, which was $207 million, and The Chronicles of Narnia, which was $108 million, released that same year. $113 million. Wow. I love that. Like he's defending R2. He's trying. I didn't say anything. Which means he said something before. Yeah, last time didn't play out so well for him, did it? Hang on. I got a youngling emergency. I'll be right back. Enjoy the movie, guys. I'll be right back. It's not an emergency per se, but I'll be right back. Okay, back. What did I miss? Other than the entire fight. See? No problem.
Do it.
No, I was actually going to mention too, which is kind of crazy, but it was something I actually read recently that actually really made a lot of sense. Was that, you know, the difference between obviously the choreography, not only just the choreography, but even just the prequels versus say the Empire era and then even the sequels. And I know a lot of people talk about how they like Rey and Kylo's fighting and stuff like that. It just obviously isn't as up to par as Obi-Wan and Anakin and just this whole series, but there was a point that was made that I recently read that made a lot of sense where it was like, I mean, we also have to stop and think. Yeah. We also have to stop and think, which made sense to me anyway, is that look, I mean, these guys have been training as Jedi and Sith for like decades and years, right? So I mean, they're not only just in the Force, but in their like fighting style, right? So I mean, of course they're going to be badass because they like train all the time, whereas like Luke in the Empire series barely got any training, and then even Rey and Kylo and those guys, it's like they didn't get the same kind of training. They ultimately got kind of like a hand me down like text version of this is what you should be doing, but it wasn't nearly as not necessarily intense, but it just wasn't as common to keep this the intensity up as the way these guys are. So once I read that, though, it made a lot of sense, thinking, well, of course, you know they're just not going to be as badass swordsmen because they just, I mean, they're all training in the temple and constant combat experience and stuff like that. I mean, it makes a lot of sense. I bet you we'll see in the next series of Star Wars movies that come out with like basically 10, 11, and 12. We'll see that change where it starts to become better, at least I think. Almighty is here. What's up, man? Oh, congrats on hitting 200, dude. We are just chilling, watching some Star Wars Episode 3, Revenge of the Sith. They have the part that counts. Yeah, this whole like intro sequence just had something to it, didn't it? I mean, he's literally flying like the bridge of a star destroyer, essentially. Nothing. Welcome back in, man. He was actually. Well, he still is actually. Another happy landing. Another happy landing. GG's.
Flying is for droids.
If they cloned him, that would have been a whole nother story. I don't think he got clearance to land there. That's crazy to think that he's going to raise his daughter. Say things like that. Patrick, what's going on, man? Probably not, because I'm paying attention to chat more. Metallic, what's going on, man? She does, yeah. She's rocking the buns. Let's see, what timestamp are we? Here. 27:55. Oh, that's what I was going to look up was. Yeah. He got honored again. No worries, Metallic. Thank you for popping in, man. I appreciate it, dude. Enjoy your break and enjoy your rest. Yes, sir. We'll catch you next time, man. I was curious, Anakin. At the beginning of Revenge of the Sith, this is what I was curious because she said they'd been away from each other for a while, so I was curious to see how long was he away in the Outer Rim. So at the beginning of Revenge of the Sith, Anakin Skywalker had been away from Padme for roughly 4 to 5 months. Dang, he was almost out there half a year. Yeah. Patrick, yes. So I started a podcast for Wednesday nights, usually starting around the same time that I normally stream, around like 12 midnight, 1 a.m. ish. And and the first 9 episodes of the podcast is basically a talk and watch party. Yeah. So since Twitch and obviously YouTube doesn't allow for a live streaming of what we can watch, yeah, essentially that's what the podcast is all about. Is live watching something and then we can chat about it. That way the podcast stays focused and also we can just enjoy the movie too. So the first 9 episodes of the podcast is going to be the first 9 episodes of the Skywalker saga, and then I think, yeah, that'll be coming up soon, actually, ish. Because let's see. So we're gonna have a total, because we know we're doing 1 through 9, and then. So basically, the only 2 current live action films is going to be Rogue One and Solo, a Star Wars story. And I already said Rogue One isn't going to be until after Andor season 1 and 2, just so that way we can kind of chronologically, you know what I mean, watch them in order. And plus, it'll give me a great excuse to finally be able to see Andor season 2. And then so basically we'll watch the first 9 episodes, and after that we'll watch Solo, a Star Wars story, and then after Solo will be something else, like basically TV shows, because those are already going to be, I mean, we pretty much knock out all the movies at that point, so it might actually be Andor. I'm not sure, because if we do Andor, then we can do season 1 and 2 and get Rogue One out of the way also. So we'll see. TBD. But it's definitely the first 9 episodes of the Skywalker saga and then Solo after that. I still need to catch up on those 2. That's definitely another I'll watch that offline actually, but yeah. Last one I finished watching was Black Widow, actually. That's how far back I am. I'm surprised Anakin couldn't sense there was 2 of them. Yeah, they're already going to come out with the next phase of all the Marvel movies before I get a chance to sit and watch them. At least he went to Yoda, though. I mean, I'm pretty happy that he at least didn't. That will be his undoing. Master Boss. He doesn't trust him.
Hello there.
Rocky, what's going on, man? I know it's been a minute, but I hope you had a great New Year, man. Yes. We are doing a live podcast watch party, sir, of Star Wars Episode 3, Revenge of the Sith. Hope you trust me. He even called him son. Patrick, I'm sorry, man. I have not. Hopefully I will soon, though. It's been a crazy, busy, brand new year, month, day, week, hour, minute. They need you. Look at the temple. Ooh. Take a seat. He did it. He said the thing. He said the thing.
What about the droid attack on the Wookiees?
Flying is for droids.
Yeah, that beginning sequence. I mean, even though we generally just got done with it, it's like, I mean, that thing just starts out like crazy. Oh, they don't trust him. Something is out of place. They did kind of put him in a messed up spot, though. Hope right you are. Mace never trusted him, did he? That's a good question. Where did the prophecy? The ancient Jedi mystics and seers, thousands of years before the films, likely around the time of the first or second Great Schism. It was not attributed to a single person, but was part of a collection of old, often ignored Jedi prophecies. So the old seers, basically, they had a vision. Leave me be. I'll comment on that in a second, Patrick. Always. Always. They're planning to betray me. Why? No. There's the hook. There's the hook. Save people. And there's the smirk. Not from a Jedi. The Chancellor of the the Chancellor of the Republic just happened to throw out a Sith story. Yep. That's crazy. He just happens to throw it out there. Let me tell you this story about a Sith Lord. Oh, Patrick, no, I was going to tell you. No, that's a really cool idea. I did watch on YouTube. Somebody did a what if story about that and posted it on YouTube. It's kind of like done in like a comic book style. Let me see if I could find it, and I'll post the link in Discord. Because I actually recently saw that not too long ago. It was done like in a comic book style. I gotta see if I could find it. Chewbacca. He should have stabbed Palpatine. Oh, wait till they start talking about the when he tells them he's a Sith Lord, and they start doing that kind of dance like that. It's like you knew Anakin was ready to just attack him right then and there, and Palpatine was ready to defend. The way he's holding his hands and just doing that motion, it's like all right there. Maybe this is it. Let me see. I'll turn on the volume. Let's see if this is it. Yeah, it totally sets the stage. And that's the last time he sees him, huh? How are we watching Almighty? Pretty much on whatever you can. If you have like a Disney Plus subscription, or if you physically have the movies somehow. I think that's how Graves watching it. I'm watching it on Disney Plus because we have a subscription for it separately. So I don't stream it. Because we can't project it. We can't project it on here at all. Maybe that's what if he stayed in the council chambers. There was a really cool story that somebody did.
Wokey religions and ancient weapons are no match for a good blaster.
Hello there.
Hello there.
General Kenobi.
Yeah, I'll have to find it and I'll post it in Discord. But there was one specifically that I watched where it went through like pretty much the whole what if series of like if he stayed in the council chambers, they made him a master. He confessed everything, like his marriage to Padme and the younglings and everything, and just her being pregnant. And they basically, Luke and Leia were raised in the temple, and the Jedi basically took over the council or the Senate temporarily.
Gator don't play no shit. You feel me? Gator never been about that. Never been about playing no shit.
They are watching us. Island, what is going on? Hello there. Island deserves a hello there.
Hello there.
We are chilling watching Star Wars Episode 3, Revenge of the Sith. Obi-Wan just landed, chasing after General Grievous. Basically, this is my Wednesday night podcast. I started a podcast about 3 weeks ago, so this is episode 3 of my talk show / podcast. Currently, right now, we're basically doing a talk / watch party of Star Wars Episode 3, Revenge of the Sith. And then I also upload the podcast on iHeartRadio and Spotify. But yeah, the first 9 episodes of the podcast are going to be the first 9 episodes of the Skywalker saga. And then basically episode 10 of the podcast will be Solo, a Star Wars story. And then after that, we'll jump into some of the TV shows and start doing that. He's going to say the thing. He said the thing. He said the thing. You are a bold one.
Hello there.
Yeah, Anakin definitely has some feeling when he says that. Island. Oh, look at the droid in the background. Look at the droid in the background. Pushing the other droid saying, hey, look. That was a little thing that I had no clue was about. Was the 2 droids in the background. The one wasn't paying attention, so the droid next to him nudges him. Like, hey, look. And he turns around and looks at him when he pulls out all the lightsabers. Yeah, I didn't even know it was a thing until I saw a short about that. Not too long ago either. But the smart thing though here is that Obi-Wan knew to disarm him though. I mean, he at least took him down from 4 lightsabers to 2. Yeah, Island, I think that was Sunday night. We were doing some Dead by Daylight. Cody found his lightsaber. Ooh, here we go. As he's sitting there looking at his Death Star plans. There it is. How do you know the way? He's about to 104.15. Don't continue to be a pawn. Wow. He's just luring him in. Grill, what's up, man? Obi-Wan is chasing Grievous. Timestamp. $106. Exactly. Lord Vader, what is going on, man?
Hello there.
Good, man. Just enjoying Star Wars Episode 3, Revenge of the Sith. Made it halfway through the week. But Grill, I hope you're doing well, man. Nice. Oof. We are actually right now, Lord Vader. YouTube and Twitch, because I live stream on both, do not allow you to physically watch it, but that doesn't mean we can't all watch it separately and be able to talk during the movie, essentially, about it. So right now we're just over an hour into the movie. Obi-Wan just took out Grievous, and Anakin's talking to Mace about a terrible truth. So uncivilized. So yes, Wednesday nights I do a podcast where we're basically going to actually watch the movie or TV show that we are going to currently be watching, and we're basically going to have a watch party / talk show and podcast about it, and talk about our favorite parts, what we liked, what we didn't like, and just enjoy the show. Yeah, anybody that jumps in, just let us know what timestamp, just like Grill did. We can tell you where we're at if you want to follow along too. Absolutely. You're more than welcome to. And if you can't, that's totally fine too. We can definitely talk about that also as we watch the movie. That's the whole point. Mace just told Anakin to stay back in the council while they go see the Chancellor. I don't want to miss this fight. But I'll look up real quick. Fun side note that I had no clue about was Grievous actually got resurrected. Believe it or not. Yeah, Patrick was here earlier talking about they're gonna do a video on like a what if Anakin stayed in the chambers, and I was trying to find the one I watched on YouTube where a lot of people actually did that already, and they pointed out like there was one specifically I watched that was actually pretty good, and this was a while ago though, and it shows that yeah, like he stayed in the chamber, they went and got Palpatine, um, and like defeated him, and then like came back. They made him a master for basically choosing the Order over the Chancellor and helping them defeat evil basically. And he could like Anakin confesses everything to the Order and just says, "Look, I'm married, I have kids. I know it's against the rules, but like they give him leniency basically and allow him to stay married, and they train Luke and Leia from birth, so they actually get to grow up in the temple." Yeah, there's quite a few actually. I watched, or I was looking it up earlier during the stream, but I couldn't find the one I particularly watched. But I know you want to see him win. No, not Kid Fisto. Wait, that wasn't Kid. Stay in the chamber, Anakin. I know. You only just stayed in the chamber. Yeah. No worry, Tim. Take care, man. You gotta wonder what happened to Palpatine's saber there too. Well, much like Mace Windu, and must choose. He must live. Limited power. What have I done? Shadow, what's up, dude? Welcome into the podcast, sir. We just saw Mace get thrown out the window.
This is the way.
This is the way. This is the way.
I still believe Mace is still alive out there somewhere. Only a matter of time before we see him. We see him come back somehow. At this point, Anakin's like, screw it. Everything is just so screwed up. Well, that's because we're focusing on watching it, which is totally fine. Dun, dun, dun. Right. Yeah, Shadow, I saw in your last stream, man, you were able to get month 1 down, dude. You're almost there. You got half the battle over. That's the spirit, Grill. Exactly. One more month. Nice. Yeah, I finally popped over 800 follows, so I'm getting there too. Getting closer, little by little. Now he's turning him on Obi-Wan. Nah, I'm super stoked though. I'm really happy to see the channel actually growing. Very humbling, but very awesome at the same time. You know what I mean? The betrayal. You know, you almost got to wonder if Palpatine felt more comfortable being Emperor Palpatine than he did being Senator Palpatine. Like putting on the act, like he felt just so much better finally just letting it loose. Yeah. See, and that's the crazy thing is though, it's like they just, I mean, he just totally flips that switch. And it's like they're fighting the war, they're against the separatist army, you know, they're doing their thing. And then all of a sudden it's like, boom. $66.
The time has come. Execute Order 66.
What about the droid attack on the Wookiees?
I know, it's just sad. It's like Yoda. Oh, Plo Koon. We're really gonna feel it this Saturday when we play this for on Kashyyyk. Yoda knew something was wrong. Look at Chewie carrying Yoda. Oh. Zach, welcome back, man. Anakin just walked into the younglings. Temple's on fire. Here's the cameo from George Lucas's son. Oh, it is. These Wookiees are dead. No. At least Chewie got to meet Yoda. I mean, you got to give it up for Bail Organa, man. Like he had their backs, like 100%. I mean, Jimmy Smits played a really cool character. I mean, he just believed. Bail Organa just believed in doing the right thing. They just rescued Master Yoda. So 3, 6. 8 and 7. Yeah. That's a good order. Things will be different, I promise. Mustafar. Yeah, I wonder if you guys think we're gonna get a Mustafar map for Galactic Racers. I'll take care of you. Hee hee hee. I did not grill. Special session of Congress. The last time R2 will ever stay with the ship. Yoda and Obi-Wan out there just killing clones left and right. Ooh. And the young. Yep, he's thinking now it's over. Don't do it. Don't do it. Yeah, essentially. See, because even Yoda knew. I read that somewhere too. That like the only two people that really knew what was going on with Anakin was Yoda and Obi-Wan. Like the marriage, the kids, obviously. Looting the wall. Bold words. He's just chilling on the volcano planet, just waiting. 3PO's had combat training, right? Well, in Attack of the Clones, he was a droid trooper, battle droid. Lego does count. You know, the other thing I can't unsee is when they show Palpatine in which one was it? Return of the Jedi, when he turns around. Ian McDermott was actually using his feet because they couldn't get the chair to actually move on its own. So he's using his feet to kind of like shuffle back and forth. Every time I see him, anytime move his chair, I always think of him just shuffling his feet. But he did such a good job that you can't even see like a move other than just swing around. But yeah, he wants to help you. Liar. Your lustful power. All right, timestamp is 1:47:05. Don't make me kill you. To democracy. You will try. Yeah. Ah, Yoda. That is pretty awesome when you sit and think about it, that Yoda actually fought Palpatine. I love that part right there, where it just like rises up into an empty chamber. Because wasn't it before, or like right at the beginning of A New Hope, where he like disbands the Senate? Like officially. See, rewatching this movie gives me so many more questions to ask. Like, where did Luke get Yoda's lightsaber from? I'll have to see if he grabbed it at the end of this or not. I can't remember if he lost it. They know he loses his coat or his robes, but the droid just comes out of nowhere. Going like, okay, wait a minute, what's going on here? I sense Lord Vader is in danger. Failed. I have. So many questions. Okay, Yoda had a spare lightsaber. That's what it was. I was wondering if he took it. I was like, wait a minute, when did? Because I know Luke handed Grogu one, and he said it was Yoda's. It was a second lightsaber that he had in his hut. That's so sad when he tells them you're lost. Like there's just not even any like he can't even do anything at this point. Leave it in darkness. Part of the journey, Grave. It's part of the journey. The emotional scarring. Hatred kept him alive. Here they will rebuild him. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I would completely agree, Rosie. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So Obi-Wan, he was just that far gone. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's like when they're in the lava pit and he says you're lost, then you are lost. It's like you really feel that. Yeah, it's almost like when Palpatine got him alone, he was able to push him over that edge. Mm-hmm. No, look at the little lady. Little Luke. Yeah. Chills within chills. Wow. We did it. We got through episode. Oh man. Oh man. Actually, Rosie, I do. It's a holographic poster. I did pin it in Discord. Let me double check. I don't know if you're in the Discord, aren't you? I think. Let's see if I can find it. No, that's not it. Let me see if I can find it, but wow. Good job, everybody. Helldivers 2 is on sale. You don't have it yet? Grave? I thought you did. Oh yeah, absolutely. It's like to see it all finally happen. Well, I mean, I guess it depends. I mean, I've picked up stuff that, you know, I know I'm not going to play until some point. I mean, at this point, Grave, I mean, it's kind of like a toss-up between aren't I? Who says I'm not? I'm trying to stay positive, man. Let me see if I can find that wall poster that I got. I know. It is heartbreaking. It absolutely is. It's sad. Let's see. Was let me see. Yeah, pretty much. I mean, so much. I mean, that trauma that he even had after the fact left it totally open for Palpatine to just literally sit there and say, you know what? Yep, you killed her. Let me see if I can find it. There it is. So this is the poster I have hanging. This isn't the actual picture, but this is a picture of the poster. I'll post it in Discord. And then there's another one. Let's see. There's a good one of. So basically, there's two different ones. There's like it's a holograph actually. So if you tilt it, you can see it like one way, and then you can see it like another. So I'll show you the different versions. There it is. Boom, welcome back, man. Yep, we just finished. We just finished. And this poster, I should say, actually, may or may not be next to or close by a 7.5 foot tall Wookiee in my room, by the way. Just saying. Pictures TBD. So yes, what are our afterthoughts? What are our afterthoughts about that? Well, I am definitely looking forward to continuing on the Skywalker saga. So next Wednesday is going to be Star Wars Episode 4, A New Hope. Heartbreaking. Yep. Yeah. Oh yeah. It I mean the rise of Vader and the Empire. Oh, actually speaking of Empire 2, I was able to work quite a bit today on my Stormtrooper cosplay. So I basically was able to work on, let's see, what did I generally finish? So the helmet's done. Neck. There is some cleanup I still need to do, but basically, generally, front chest piece. Actually, the front, I should say. The whole front is generally done. I'm currently working on the back armor. And then I'll still have arms and legs, but it's coming together. It is coming together. Slowly but surely. You're still crying. You did get Dark Souls. Nice. Yeah. After I am hoping that after hopefully maybe this Thursday I'll see how far I can get on South Park, but if I can try to at least maybe finish it up this coming Thursday, then I'll be able to start Dark Souls the following Thursday, which will be time-wise what I'm looking at. So yeah, later tonight, the 5th, I'll see if I can knock out South Park tonight, later tonight anyway, Thursday, and then the 12th maybe start Dark Souls Remastered. Yep. Oh yeah. Aw. Hunter. Oh. It's so not hard. Nope. It's absolutely easy. Absolutely an easy game. You could beat it with your eyes closed. Absolutely. So yeah, that's the plan. I'll see, actually, because I have 2 more missions to do out of 5. So I'm being hopeful that I can at least get those. Well, okay. Realistically, this is what I'm thinking. Oh, absolutely. I mean, the crazy thing though is that like he pretty much, it's like as soon as like he killed Mace, it's like he gave up and was just like everything is so screwed at this point, like I'll do whatever. And then like literally the first thing Palpatine instructs him to do is go to the temple and kill everybody. Including the younglings. So it's the Tusken Raiders all over again. Tusken Raiders all over again. The women, the children, anybody who stood in his way, he just went through there. And that it didn't end there. I mean, he hunted as much as they could, but ultimately, obviously he didn't get everybody, or they couldn't get everybody, of course, but which brings the other question at the beginning of A New Hope was the Senate. I'm pretty sure they did do it. Yeah, so it says yes, at the beginning of Star Wars A New Hope, episode 4, the Imperial Senate was officially disbanded by Emperor Palpatine. Grand Moff Tarkin confirms in the film that the Emperor dissolved the council permanently, marking the removal of the last remnant of the Old Republic to establish direct rule by regional governors. He unleashes Anakin, yeah. He's not dead, he jumped out the window. That's not a bad choice either. Disbanded. So he did. I remember them saying something. I just couldn't remember exactly when the timeline of that was. But so yeah, they did. So pretty much right at the beginning of A New Hope. That's when they disband the. Which, if you think about it, takes quite a while too. Because how long? Now that gives me the other question. How long is episode 3 to episode 4. So it says, so approximately 19 years passed between the end of Star Wars Episode 3, Revenge of the Sith, and the beginning of Star Wars Episode 4, New Hope. Rise of the Galactic Empire, the exile of Obi-Wan Kenobi, and the adolescence of Luke and Leia. Yeah, I'm going to have to start wrapping things up too before it gets too crazy late, but no, thank you guys. Thank you guys for another excellent podcast. I know it was a little bit more quieter tonight, but that just means we were that much invested in the movie we were watching, which was, again, a great movie, an end to the prequel series, if you can believe it. We finally went through the first 3, so we're a third of the way done of the Skywalker saga, if you can believe it. Yeah. Yeah, definitely a good movie, a turning point. Absolutely. No, it's a great movie, but it comes with all the emotions that are attached to it. Absolutely. Oh man. Yeah, it's definitely it's got everything in it. I mean, it starts out like even the whole movie is just fast paced. Yeah. I mean it is. It just starts at that like battle scene and then boom, just like jumps into it and into it and into it and into it until finally, yeah. Grave, thank you for hanging out, man. Definitely appreciate it. Get some rest. Yep. I'm gonna start wrapping things up too. Uh no, it's tempting. It is definitely tempting. Absolutely. Yeah, that's part of it. We're gonna watch everything. We're gonna have enough Star Wars content at least for a while. Probably the last thing I think we'll end up watching is probably Clone Wars, because that's the one that's gonna take forever. Because how many? Let's see. Let's do one quick recap. So there's 133 episodes. Each episode is about 7 seasons. 133. Two to 12-minute episodes, so we'll be able to knock out a bunch, actually. $22 minutes long. So you figure that's like six per stream. Yes, absolutely. We're gonna be watching everything. I was just trying to do the math to ultimately figure out. I know Clone Wars is probably gonna take the longest for sure, but did 133. Say we did 6 episodes, it would be yeah, it'd definitely be a few months. 4, 4, 8, 25. If we did, could push it to like 3, 20, 40. Let's see. For every 3, say that's like an hour, 3 nines. Even if we did 9. Be a few months. Yeah, it's going to be a while. All the Lego Star Wars as well. Yeah, I think the Clone Wars will probably be the last thing we watch. Because we can definitely double up episodes. I'm thinking honestly, like it might be. I mean, we can always do it in parts too, like do it by seasons also, so it doesn't have to be like everything back to back at the same time. But you never know. Either way, we can definitely check it out. So, alrighty, guys. This is going to be the fun part. But yes, again, anybody new to the stream, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night to you awesomely beautiful people of the galaxy, and welcome again to another episode of the Darth Asylum podcast. I'm your host of Darth Asylum, broadcasting live from hyperspace. And yes, if you are now tuning in, this is the end of the podcast, episode 3. We just got done watching Star Wars episode 3, Revenge of the Sith. Very, 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 very cool movie. End of the prequel trilogy. But yes, very emotional, very high intense energy.
Anger leads to hate. Hate leads to suffering.
Yep, absolutely. But now, definitely a great format. I'm digging it. I love it. We have episodes 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 to do. So next week's podcast, Wednesday going into Thursday, but it'll be 11th/12th will be Star Wars episode 4, A New Hope. Absolutely. Yeah. I mean, don't get me wrong. I mean, I did think about, maybe doing it in like release order, but at the same time, it's like, nah, we'll just start from scratch and just do them all. Because then we get to see everything as it unfolds, essentially, and enjoy as it may be. But again, yes, stream days are Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Wednesday night is the podcast night, and I do upload these on iHeartRadio and Spotify. Thursday night is the Let's Play, and currently right now we are playing some South Park Snow Day. Friday night is Friday Night Battlefield 6. Saturdays is Star Wars Battlefront 2, and Sunday night is Dead by Daylight. But yes, thank you guys again for being awesome as always. It is always an honor and a privilege to be able to hang out with all of you legends, No Tape Axes, Infinity. But yes, thank you guys again. Shout outs to Hunter and Ben for throwing out those subs, man. Definitely thank you guys for the support. Greatly appreciated, gentlemen. Absolutely not necessary, but thank you guys again. But yeah, that is going to wrap things up for tonight. It is officially my Thursday morning, so yes, we will be back Thursday night for some South Park Snow Day to hopefully maybe try to finish that game. And then next Thursday night we'll be hopefully maybe premiering a new game, which we always do, and that will be Dark Souls Remastered. So that'll be interesting. That's going to be a lot of death, but a lot of fun along with that as well. So again, I hope you guys are having a great and safe week in your parts of the galaxy. We are halfway done. We are almost there. Let us do what we need to do and get done what we have to get done, as tired or as overstressed and anxious as we all may be. But either way, we will get things and get what we need to get done, right? So, all right, guys, time to get some rest. Thank you guys for the talk show / podcast / watch party. I definitely love, like I said, this format. It gives us something to do something together. It keeps things engaging, and ultimately gives us some real fun to have. Ms. Vero, what is going on? I'm sorry to say that the stream is ending, but what is going on? She shares a birthday with me too, so. Oh, and actually there's somebody on YouTube that's, because I stream on YouTube and Twitch. Somebody on YouTube also has the same birthday on the 27th, believe it or not. So there's a third person that I happen to run into too. So, but no, Ms. Vero, I hope you're doing well. Again, Happy New Year. I hope you're having a great brand new February in your part of the galaxy there. Or crying, yeah. We just got done with watching Star Wars Episode 3, Revenge of the Sith. I just started a podcast actually for Wednesday nights, so I still stream Thursday through Sunday, but we Wednesday nights is a podcast where basically, oh yeah, absolutely, still tired. I thought I was tired in 2025, but as soon as 2026 hit, I mean, it was just running strong. It has been and has not stopped. Kronos, I'm sorry, man, I just barely saw that. If you were still there, I don't think so, Kronos. But no, I am doing well. Thank you. I hope, like I said, I hope you're doing well too and having some fun. But yeah, so I added Wednesday as a stream day, but it's a little different because it's not actually playing a game. It's actually a podcast, and I do upload these to iHeartRadio and Spotify. But yeah, essentially what we're doing is because, Twitch doesn't allow you to actually like stream movies and TV shows and good stuff like that. We're actually physically watching these things as we can, essentially like on a laptop or tablet or phone or whatever it is. But as we actively watch it, we talk, chat about it and things like that. So it's more of an interactive, engaging podcast. But no, it's been really cool. I've done 3 episodes so far, and pretty much the first 9 episodes of the podcast are going to be all 9 episodes of the Skywalker saga. So yeah, we just got done watching the fall of Anakin Skywalker and then the birth of Darth Vader. But yeah, and then once we get done with those 9 movies, we'll watch Solo, A Star Wars Story, and then I'll do Rogue One after Andor seasons 1 and 2. So essentially, we're going to be watching quite a bit of Star Wars stuff, at least to start with. And then once we get fully through all the Star Wars stuff, because we can actually probably do it this year, I think. If we just dedicated the entire year to nothing but Star Wars on the podcast, we could actually probably watch everything, I think. I didn't actually do the numbers yet, but the Clone Wars alone are going to take at least 3 months to watch, meaning every single Wednesday night, at least for 2 to 3 hours, potentially. So yeah, even like right now, I mean, I just hit 3 hours for the stream, but I mean, that's because the movies took like 2.5 hours too. So once we get into the TV shows, we'll kind of like double them up here and there, just so that way you can start knocking stuff out. But either way, like I said, I mean, it's a different idea, but at the same time, it kind of gets everybody engaging. And even if, people can't, watch because for whatever reason, obviously, it still doesn't mean they can't be a part of the conversation or listen either way. So again, like I said, I mean, it's kind of a new concept for me too, to even be doing like a talk show / podcast, but it's been pretty fun. I mean, it's definitely got us all talking even more and just more, engaged in just what we're watching, specifically because we're all watching it at the same time. And like we timestamp it for anybody that comes in and say, hey, where are you at? And we'll tell them, hey, we're at, 45 minutes, 30 seconds. So that way people can kind of jump in when they can. And yeah, ultimately just talk about it and bring up facts and then pretty much start going down that rabbit hole of what it is to be a Star Wars fan too. But yeah, checked out the new Stranger Things chapter 2 finally, so we got a chance to play that last Sunday night, which was pretty cool. I got my Dustin and 11 finally adepted, or I shouldn't say finally because that's the first time I ever was able to do it, but we ran into a very nice Vecna, so I was able to get my 2 new characters. Luckily enough, the first time I played them as adepted, so that was pretty cool. But no, Dead by Daylight's going good too. I heard a lot of rumors about Jason coming, so we'll see come the 10th anniversary. But yeah, we're still playing Dead by Daylight Sunday nights. So Ms. Virio, if you're around and you feel like jumping in, my lobbies are always open also, so definitely appreciate it. But yeah, and then same thing. Yeah, like I said, that's my new Wednesday essentially, is doing the podcast, and then Thursday nights I'm playing like a mainstream single player game. So right now I'm doing South Park Snow Day, and then Friday nights I'm doing Battlefield 6. Saturdays I'm still doing Star Wars Battlefront 2, and then Sundays, yeah, we're still hanging in there with some Dead by Daylight. But yep, it is ultimately getting later, so gonna need to call it. But it did. It did. Twitch could be acting weird too. I mean, that's You know what? It's been crazy too, because even the last couple of weeks, it's been really, really buggy. And I'm not just saying just Twitch, but like games were kind of being weird with everybody. Streaming was being kind of weird with everybody. Just a lot of internet weirdness, if that makes any sense. And I don't know if you were getting hit by any of that either, but I know some other people were too, randomly. So I don't know. I blame the Jawas for sure, but no, your messages are going through, and there might be a delay in there too, but either way, I still blame these guys. Yep, it's always the Jawas. That's what I think. Anyways, but yep, time to wrap things up, unfortunately. But yeah, no, it's great to see you, Miss Vera. Like I said, I hope you're having a great and safe week. I hope you're having a great and safe brand new month. We all got through January, so we only have 11 more months to go before 2027, if you can believe it. So we can do it. We can definitely do it. So again, thank you guys for being the awesome legends that you all are. Again, it is an honor and a privilege for me to be able to hang out with all of you. Please remember that. So again, yes, stream days are Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, usually trying to start around 12 midnight my time. That's Pacific West Coast time. But yes, Wednesday night is the Darth Asylum podcast. Episode 4 will be next Wednesday. Like I said, I'm really shooting to at least try to get the podcast going around that midnight mark, just because right now we are watching a 2.5 hour movie. So the later I start, the later it gets to be. So you know how that goes. But either way, so, like I said, Thursdays is South Park Snow Day. Fridays is Battlefield 6. Saturdays is Star Wars Battlefront 2. And Sundays is Dead by Daylight. And I can barely remember all that too. Because it is late and I am tired. But again, thank you guys, like I said, for being awesome as always. It is always an honor and a privilege for me to be able to hang out with all of you. Please remember that. Again, please continue to have a great and safe week in your parts of the galaxy. Let us finish up what we need to do for the week so we can make it to the weekend and have great and safe weekends as well. Thank you guys again for all the support. Ms. Vero, it was awesome to see you, and thank you for dropping in. Like I said, unfortunately, it was later in this, it's right at the end, but that's okay. Thank you for popping in. Definitely, yes, absolutely. And like I said, lobbies are always open, so please feel free to drop in anytime you want to. Please, please, please. And we can either have some fun in the fog if you play Dead by Daylight, or I know you play Dead by Daylight, but if you feel like ever you want to jump in, I'm doing that Sunday nights. If you happen to play any of this stuff on PC, like Battlefront 2 or even like Battlefield 6 and things like that, definitely please join us, or even catch us for the podcast. I mean, because like I said, the first 9 episodes of this are going to be all the Skywalker saga. So we are actually going to be watching them in order. So not release order, but actual order. Arc Raiders too. Yeah, I do have Arc Raiders actually. And haven't played it in a hot minute because we did start playing Fallout 76, and I actually really, really, really started falling in love with Fallout 76. So, we can totally play Arc Raiders or even Fallout 76. Yeah, if you have either of those. And usually what I do is I try to switch them up either Fridays or Saturdays. So, or even Sundays, whatever day happens to work. If you ever want to collab and get together to do stuff, absolutely let me know. We can make something work. And I tell that to everybody too. I mean, just because I have a set days of certain games I play doesn't mean those can't change to accommodate for other games if we decide to play them too. So that is perfectly fine. Yes. But, and speaking of actually Arc Raiders, I forgot to even say this again, but yes, I'm currently on a 1K Twitch follower push, because right now I just passed that 800 follower mark on Twitch. So the push is to try to get to that 1,000 follower mark. And if I am fortunate to be able to do that, and the Force allows it, I will be giving out 3 copies of games. So one of those is going to be Dead by Daylight. Another one is Star Wars Battlefront 2, the Celebration Edition, and The other copy is Battlefield 6, the Phantom Edition. Basically, the 3 main games I play, I will be giving out a copy of those. And side quest goal is between now and say June. If I can hit that 1K mark between now and June, I will also throw in a copy of Arc Raiders just to help show that support. What about Helldivers? I do have Helldivers also, and I have not played that for a hot minute either. So yeah, those are all games that are potentials to come back and start playing again. Yes. So Helldivers, Arc Raiders, Fallout 76. I mean, I really started getting into Fallout. I really did, again, because because I never, like, I had Fallout 76, but did not really play it at all, other than just like the tutorial and got outside the vault. But once we actually played it, like, what was it, 2 weekends ago? Like I and Tombstone knows this because he saw me on it the other day, but I kind of jump in here and there, and like, you know, it's actually like I'm really having a good time about it. And yeah, it's a great freaking game. It absolutely is. And then I started looking at to see people building structures for their camps, and how you can actually build your own stuff there too. And I was like, ooh. So let's just say for right now, Fallout 76 has definitely got my attention. Absolutely. Yeah. I mean, there's Arc Raiders, there's Fallout, there's just so much stuff out there right now too. So yeah, absolutely. A lot of stuff out there, and too little time to stream in game too at the same time, but we will. Like I said, it's all a matter of time to eventually just play, have fun, all that good stuff. So, all right, guys, I'm going to wrap things up at this point. So thank you guys again for all the support. Thank you guys again for everything. Again, Tomb and Hunter, thank you guys for throwing out those subs tonight. I definitely greatly appreciate it, man. And yeah, those are going towards all that support is going right to those games that are going to be given away. You know, only in a matter of time, hopefully. But yes, absolutely. Thank you guys again. Greatly appreciate it. So that is going to wrap up episode 3 of the Darth Asylum podcast. Anybody that happened to stick around for the entire thing and watched basically pretty much the whole movie. We've watched 3 full Star Wars movies together. That is episode 1, Phantom Menace, episode 2, Attack of the Clones, and now episode 3, Revenge of the Sith. Tears and all, sadness and heartbreak and anger and everything else that happens when we saw Qui-Gon get killed by Darth Maul, and the rise of the clone army and all that good craziness, and Jango getting killed in episode 2, and Anakin falling for the dark side for the love of Padme, trying to save his family. It's just craziness. But yep, the saga will continue. So again, yep, next week it will be episode 4 for Wednesday night. So definitely can't wait for that one too. So all right, guys, I am officially getting out of here now, even though I said that 5 times already. But again, thank you guys for the support. Thank you guys for being awesome as always. And I will catch you guys next time. So until then, be good, be safe. Love you, and talk to you later.
This is the way.
This is the way.
This is the way.